Is that bookshelf disturbed in any way?
No, nor the plant next to it.
I'm showing you composite, 2 photographs, identification M. Did you look at those two and see if you recognize them?
Yes, this is me sitting on the back porch with my dogs. And as you can see that we are both drinking.
All right, who's taking the picture?
I'm guessing George's, or maybe it's one that Lucas, Lucas wasn't on here, so it had to be George.
How can you tell y'all are drinking?
Because there's a cup here, and then he has a beer.
All right. And there's 2 dogs. There's one sitting next to you. Who's that?
That's Penny. She's the blind dog. I used to have to pick her up to put her somewhere so she would stay there because she was unfamiliar with the area, especially since we moved from my marital home to the townhome. So most of the time Penny would be close or next to me.
Who's next to the film?
This is little guard dog Tess. She was the deaf dog. And this is the fence here.
Well, I'll show them.
Okay. But this is Tess, and then this is deaf, blind. Penny and Tess.
All right, and then the second one.
This is Tess on the back porch, taking a nap. She was never far from me.
All right, when George was sober, how did he treat the dogs?
Nice. I don't know if he was a pet person, but I mean he was nice. If I needed him to feed them, he would feed them.
Were there times when George was drinking where he would threaten to harm the dogs?
All the time.
You don't have to tell the jury.
One of the worst threats was Penny being blind. He would actually leave the gate open in the back. He wouldn't threaten me to do it. He would actually do it on nights that I had to go up to sleep or I fled the night before or something. And would tell me that he hoped that I would come back and find her bloated body dead in the pond across the way from our townhome. And Tess was notorious if I wasn't there to go look for me, and would say that he would hope that I would have to scrape up her dead body from the street that was out in front of our apartment complex.
Why was George upset with you? Why would he threaten to harm the dog?
Anything that he could get to try to have some type of hold over me.
Control?
And he knew I loved my dogs very much, especially that they were handicapped.
Were they afraid of him?
Yes. Penny would hear his voice and instantly go underneath the dining room table that we had. Tess was always fractious and very, very quick with his movements, but she was never far away. They never showed their teeth. They never growled. Tess would occasionally bark, but it was very rare. And he used to kick them and just...
For what reason would he kick them?
Penny would try to find me because she's blind.
Speculating in the mind of the dog.
Sustained.
I'd like to move identification M and evidence.
Any objection? Was pre-marked as M will be received into evidence without objection as defense 16.
Can you describe this for the jury?
This is again is our back porch, and this is the fence that I made for the dogs to have a little bit extra space. Penny is next to me. She's the blind dog, and then Tess is down here and guarding the gate.
Are these fake rabbits? Is that
Yes.
here?
I used to call my son when he was a baby. He was my bunny rabbit.
Overruled.
He was my bunny rabbit, so I used to collect bunny rabbits, and so I have rabbits here and there throughout my house and in my little garden area.
All right, and this is the alcohol y'all are consuming?
Yes.
And this is a close-up of which woman?
This is Tess, she's the deaf dog.
How old were these dogs at that time, 2020?
Gosh, maybe 9, maybe 10.
We approach.
Yes. All right, members of the jury, it's 4:03. By show of hands, would you like to take an afternoon break at this point in time? Okay, court sees no hands. We may have to work also a little bit past 5 o'clock, maybe going to between 5:45 and 6 this evening. I know juror third from the right, you may have to make a phone call as to that. Does anyone have any concerns about working a little bit later today till 6 o'clock? If you have those concerns, please raise your hand at this time. All right, court sees no hands. Ma'am, are you in a position to step out to see if you can get assistance with childcare, or is that not an option for today?
I'm actually all set for today. She's already taken them off.
You are? Okay. All right. Excellent. Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. With that, Mr. Owens, you may continue.
Judge?
Yes, sir.
I think one of the jurors raised their hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, juror fifth from the right.
Are we going to get a break before the 5:45 mark? Because if not, then yes, I would like a break now.
Then I tell you what, let's go ahead and take it at this time. We'll give you all a 15-minute recess. It's 4:04. Hang on. Don't leave yet. I got to tell you a couple things. It's 4:04. We'll see you back here at 4:20. Same instruction as before. Please don't conduct any independent investigation or research as the person, places, things, or charge involved, and don't have any discussions amongst yourselves or anyone else. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Thank you very much.
Jury exiting.
Y'all can be seated. Thank you. If Ms. Boone needs to use the facilities, we might as well take advantage of that at this time. All right, court will be in recess till 4:20. Thank you.